Hello my planner friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing my Plan With Me video for December 4th through the 10th. This week I decided that I wanted to do a hot cocoa theme. I was already actually planning on doing a hot cocoa theme, and because I found this really cute little pin at Tuesday morning and just some other little die cuts and things in the set that I bought, and I really wanted to use them. But then I saw this card at the Dollar Tree and I was so in love with this card. I think this is such a cute little image on this card, and the little pretty velvet ribbons and just this little pop-up sweet and warm holiday wishes. And I just think it's just so cute. So as soon as I saw this, I definitely wanted to use this as my inspiration piece for my planner. And then I loved the fact that it's not exactly the perfect match, but at least it's in the same color blue, kind of in that same kind of tone. So then I think what I'm going to do is I pulled some of this red snowflake paper, and then also kind of this blue paper down here. So I think I'm going to do kind of a snowflake hot cocoa design with some of these reds and blues. I absolutely love using this color in my planner whenever I can, so it's great for Christmas. I have this really beautiful washi tape, ones that have red and with the bright snowflakes, and then this beautiful really pretty glittery paper washi, and then I just pulled some reds and some other snowflake thin washi that I had in my stash. So I think I'm mostly gonna stay with like silver. So like kind of this blue, red, and then kind of a white and silver. So we will see how it all turns out. I have a lot of stickers here on the side of me that I didn't actually show because I'm not exactly sure which ones I'm going to be using, but let's go ahead and see what I come up with.
So planner friends, this one turned out really super cute. I am in love with it. So sit back, grab a hot cocoa, and enjoy it because it's going to be very cute at the end. All right, so the first thing that I did was I wanted to definitely take that card, and since it was my centerpiece, I just kind of started working with that first because I wanted to make sure it fit in the planner and how I was going to do it. And I did take the sentiment out of the in the middle because I wanted to use that later. So I took that out really carefully, and then I just rounded the corners. And then I started with the blue snowflake paper. I wanted that one in the middle, kind of as the centerpiece, because I felt like it worked better than the red as the center with the card on the top of it. There you go. You can see I kind of was testing it out there. And then so I just did kind of that middle panel thing that I do a lot, and just cut it out of that blue paper. And then I'm going to cut out the red paper here in a second. And what I decided to do with the red paper is I'm going to put it on the side panel over there. And then I'm also going to put it in my design. It basically going to take 2 of the squares from each of the rows and cover those with the red paper. Once I get the side panel cut, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut those up, and I'm just deciding here, do I want 1 or 2, but I did do 2, and I'm really, really glad that I did 2, and I'm going to show you here in a second why I'm glad. I definitely got inspired during the planning of this page to do something really cool, so it's coming in a second. Be ready, ladies. Let's see. What am I doing? Okay. Oh yeah, I'm going to cut those little strips out. I barely had enough to do all 4, but I was able to get it done. So you'll see with the designing of this page, I kept coming back to the card or the centerpiece because I just really wanted to make sure that I didn't have anything that was blocking it or making it not the centerpiece. What I did there was I took a strip of the paper that I had left for the red paper, and I just put it in my Happy Pattern punch because obviously I tried to punch the card to see if I could do it that way, but it was just too thick. It wouldn't fit in the planner punch. So I just took a little strip of that red paper, and I'm going to adhere it onto the other side. And so I'm kind of doing the journal card and the layout at the same time. And then I didn't like that was white on the other side of the paper, so I just took this washi tape here that had the red and then the white snowflakes. And then I'm going to go ahead and once I get that adhered on, I'm going to punch it again so that it'll be punched on both sides. And then, what else? What am I doing? Okay, yeah, I take the envelope that it came with, and I definitely wanted to try to incorporate that envelope. So I'm just deciding here, debating whether or not, because it was sticking out just a little bit. I was trying to figure out what to do with that piece. So I just wanted to go ahead and add some of that blue glitter washi tape, because that blue glitter washi tape makes everything look prettier. And then I'm just going to go ahead and adhere it on with my permanent glue dots roller here. And yep, there we go. All right, now let's see. Okay, and then I wanted to just jazz it up a little bit, and I just took some of these little gems that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I just put them on the little flaky things or sweater looking things at the bottom. It already had a couple of little gems on the top right there in the area. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but there you go. It already had a couple of gems on the snowflakes, so I just added some more. And then I added some washi tape at the back just to kind of cut some of that red. And then it's done. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go back to the page, and I wanted to cut that sentiment out because I definitely wanted to use that. I think it's such a cute sentiment, and it kind of like pulls the whole page together. So I'm just going to round the corners here, and then I'm just going to put that right there in the middle. During sticker time, I'm going to do all that. All right, so let's go ahead and get everything here down with my Glue Dots permanent tape roller here. Okay, so this is where inspiration happened. Wait for it, ladies. I love this so much. So I had those little cut apart snowflake vellum pieces, and what I thought that I wanted to do was I wanted to incorporate that on top of that piece of paper, but then I was like, what if it actually looked like a snowflake on one side? And then, what I did was I traced it around, and then I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife here, and I'm just going to cut out all those little pieces. And it took me a little while. I don't want to lie. It took me a minute to get this done, and I've got this on like 8 speed. Once I cut that out, I'm just going to cut all those little pieces out, and then it's going to look like a snowflake on half of the page. And I thought that that's what I was going to leave it. I was just going to leave it like that, but then I got inspired again, and I did a little bit of layering instead of just leaving it blank. And I know people are going to ask me, so I'll just say it. Yes, it's going to add bulk to my planner. This is not a planner that I use for like my actual planner. I have my whole Christmas planner that I use like to my checklist and everything. This is just really my creative outlet and my memory keeping. So if you want to see my Christmas planner, I'll make sure I leave a link at the top, but and in the description box if you want to check that out if you haven't already. But anyway, I put the vellum piece on top of there, and I was like, oh, that looks really cute too. So then I just decided to cut out all of the little pieces in the middle. The little circle was a little hard, but if you have like a circle that you want to cut out with the X-Acto knife, my tip for you is to cut it in kind of like a pie shape, and then it makes it easier to cut. All right, so then I had these brackets that look like snowflakes. No idea where I got them. I think I got them at Strap Store a long time ago. So I really like how that little layering turned out. And it kind of actually, it's funny because I kind of covered up the fact that I cut out all those little holes, but you can still see it in the actual planner. You can still see that all the little holes are cut out. And then I just took some of my Glue Dots, micro dots there, and I just glued down some of the pieces just because I didn't want it to roll around. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get all the other pieces in here down. And then I was debating on whether or not to do that whole thing that I just did over here too. And that took me so long to cut out that snowflake. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it again. I'm just going to let that piece be kind of a centerpiece. And the fact of the matter is the journal card is going to lay on that side of or on the right side of the paper anyway. So I'm like, I'm not going to go through all that again because it took me a really long time. All right, so laying down some washi there, and then I wanted to cover up the black lines that were left on there, so I just cut that washi really thin, and then I'm just going to lay that down on top of there on both of those black little strips there to kind of just take those away and add a little balance to the glitter that's on the bottom. Once I get that little piece trimmed up, I'm going to go ahead and take another vellum snowflake that I have. I put a bracket on it as well, one of those little snowflake brackets. And I'm just going to use my micro dots here, and I'm going to just put them all around and then adhere that to that bottom left corner there. And then once I get that done, it is going to be the most fabulous sticker time ever. All right, and that's really all I've got for you today. I'm going to go ahead and stick it in my planner here. And I have to admit, I really like this one. I mean, I know the blue is my favorite color, so that might be, I'm going to be a little biased. But I don't know, the blue and red combo just really, I think it's so pretty. And I love that card. It is adorable to me. And yeah, so I went ahead and put the little pick at the top there, that little pick that I showed you at the beginning, and yeah, I really think it turned out cute. I hope that you like. Please share and like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next Plan With Me. Bye!